Hello there and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and it's time for another ship video. And today I chose the K T INGA. I started with the beginners ships, but I think it's time to do some of the bigger ones as well. And that's why I'm starting with the K T INGA right now, because this time playing on this server I chose to go ahead with the Klingons first, and that's why I already have the K T INGA. It's quite a nice ship, of course. It looks a bit like the Bortus. And one thing I can say in the beginning already, impulse speed wise, it is as slow as the Bortus. So if you're really annoyed by that, if you ever had the Bortus, the K T INGA might not be your ship, but otherwise it's quite a nice ship. It's an uncommon 4-star ship. So you need to be some higher level and higher reputation with the Klingons to be able to get blueprints for the ship, but it's a really nice one. You see my starting power with the K T INGA is 8.5 million. That always depends on your research, on your buildings, etc., how the starting power is, so it's not that important when you see this in the videos. The benefit of the K T INGA, the ship ability, is a defense ability. When defending at the start of each round, the K T INGA increases the damage of all ships and defense platforms by 10%. So the K T INGA is a station defense ship, but it's still a nice one if you're out there in the galaxy as well. And as I said, this is the first one of the 4-star uncommon ships I'm using here on this server, because I just like to do Klingon this time. To get the blueprints, I have to get to the faction for this. You need to be commended. And you see I'm only 2.6 million reputation away from glorified. I will mention that for a second later. But that's why I made this video now. The K T INGA is the biggest ship I can get blueprints for right at this moment, because you see I'm commended. That's the level where you can get the blueprints for the K T INGA. I already have 150, so I got another 2, but I will not need them. But you can get those blueprints as soon as you reach commended with the Klingons and you reach shipyard level 42. Then you can get the blueprints. So there's 2 things. Shipyard level 42 and Klingon reputation level is commended. And then you need 150 blueprints to build the K T INGA. It's not that easy, but they're fortunately not that expensive yet. One is 1,320 Klingon credits. It could be much worse, because if you just compare it with the D4, the D4 is 1,200, so it's just 120 credits more. So it's not that bad yet. Will look a little bit different when we come to the higher levels, but that is still okay. And this is not the only place. So you can, if you have Klingon credits, you can buy blueprints then in the faction store. But you have other ways to get them. There also is, in your Alliance store, an away team store. And there, when you reach the level you need for it, there are K T INGA blueprints as well. Well, they are not that cheap anymore. They're 3,950. Everything in the away team store is quite expensive, I must say. But yet, still, I got some here as well that helped me get the K T INGA. And you see, I haven't reached the level yet, but I can already get Corinar blueprints. So in the away team store, you get it a little bit earlier than when you fully reach the reputation, and that's nice. But your shipyard has to be already at the game, I think. No, it doesn't, because I don't have the Corinar shipyard yet. Sometimes I really should think first before talking, but before somebody complains. I absolutely want to do these videos on the go, and I don't want them to be perfect. I really enjoy being in a little bit of a nice small talk with you about the game. I have channels I do professionally. They are on very serious topics where everything is scripted and where everything is with a teleprompter and so on and so on and so on. And I really enjoy doing some fun stuff because I'm playing this game for fun. And I'm doing those videos here so that you can have fun with the game as well. And so I don't script them like hell and whatever. So I just want to talk with you, my fellow gamers here, about the game. And so you don't need the shipyard already to get them in the away team store, because I'm shipyard 43 at the moment, and the Coroner is shipyard 46, and I can already get them. But I'm very close to the reputation with the Klingons, and that might be one of the reasons. But Coroner is a different video. And of course, there are sometimes events where you can get the blueprints for the K T INGA. That always depends on the events you have at the moment. Right now, I have no event with faction ships, so there's nothing I can show you here. But it's a really nice one. And it is fun, because when you have a max D4 before you go further with the Klingons, for example, the K T INGA is immediately one step further for you, especially for mission hostiles. I couldn't kill when I still had my max D4, and suddenly with the K T INGA, right from the start, I could kill higher mission hostiles and stuff. So that ship is fun. And you will have to grind a bit, because the away teams and the faction store are not the only sources for blueprints. And you have to do some grinding, because from level 45 to 58 of systems, so systems level 45 to 58, if you grind hostiles there, you can also get K T INGA blueprints. And that you can see, because as I said, I'm going further after the triple lock with the K T INGA, but I already have scrolling. It takes longer when you get higher. There's the Klingons. But you see, I already have 39 Kelvin ship blueprints. I got 36 Valdor ship blueprints from grinding their hostiles. And if you want to get K T INGA blueprints, you also can grind level 45 to 58 Klingon hostiles. So even if you're not doing the Klingons, you still can get the blueprints. I can give you a quick look at the ship itself. We are having a mission at the moment where we have to do a lot of armadas. That's why I have an armada crew on my K T INGA. And there you can see the attack, defense, and health is quite nice already with the K T INGA compared to other ships. And so I'm using her a lot. And of course, you can equip it with forbidden tech. There are refits. There's a refit for the K T INGA as well. I can show you. I don't have it, because refits is a video I'm gonna do, or not refits overall, but the ship skins. I'm doing a video tomorrow, and there's a nice one for the K T INGA as well. That's the Breen warship. So you can turn your K T INGA into a Breen warship if you don't want to mix it up with all the Bortas flying out there, and that's the one for the K T INGA. But as I always say, the video should only be as long as necessary and as short as possible. And I told you everything necessary to get your K T INGA and maybe to make a choice on having it. And so if you want to see something about other ships or other topics like buildings, offices, whatever, the next video is here in the end screen. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video especially, give it a thumbs up, please. And I'll see you in my next video. I'll be back.